UFC 223 emanates from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York on April 2nd, 2018, and will be headlined by the number 2 ranked lightweight in the world, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson, versus the number 3 ranked lightweight in the world, Khabib Nurmagomedov. The winner of this bout wins the Conor McGregor lottery because the UFC has shown interest pitting McGregor against the winner of this super fight. In this video, I will break down who has the better strikes, the better ground game, who has the best speed, and whose stamina will let them last and finish strong in the later rounds. First, strikes. Khabib is an international master of sports in hand-to-hand Russian combat. In addition to that, he is ranked as an international master of sport in Russian military sambo. 8 of his wins have come by stoppage, which is a 32% stoppage ratio. Tony El Cucuy Ferguson has trained out of the Wildcard Boxing Gym in Hollywood. He is known to have the best elbow strikes in the UFC, whether it be those short elbows that he catches his opponents like a jab or spinning back elbows to the head. The elbows almost certainly set up a submission or KO win. El Cucuy has 9 stoppages in his 23 career wins. That is a 43% stoppage ratio. Strikes even. Ground game. Khabib is a black belt in judo. I believe he holds a record for the second most takedowns in UFC history. Although he's not known for his submission skills, he does have 8 submissions on his record. But what Khabib does is he takes opponents to the ground and just destroys them with strikes. Tony Ferguson, black belt in jiu-jitsu via Eddie Bravo's 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. He is also a former NCAA wrestler. He also has 8 submission wins on his record, and he has 6 of those wins by submission in his last 10 fights. Ground game even. Speed. The 29-year-old Khabib stands at 5'10", but always seems quicker than even the smaller guys that he faces. It almost seems that his body, his muscles, are trained to react before his brain does. If a fighter throws a punch from way outside, Khabib is already on him, countering or taking him straight down to the floor. In a flash, a lot of fighters don't have time to react to the reaction that Khabib's body has when he is on the offensive. Tony Ferguson at 6 feet is very fast, especially in training, but in the octagon he seems really loose and he almost moves like one of the Diaz brothers. He thinks a lot in the octagon and sets traps for his opponents to fall in. Also, Tony gets caught a lot on the chin. He reminds me of the boxer Juan Manuel Marquez. There's always a lot of flash knockdowns in his fights. Speed, Khabib 5, Ferguson 4. Stamina. In Khabib's last 10 fights, he has gone the distance 7 times and won all 7 times. All this guy does is train. He's a cardio machine. He's never looked tired in the octagon, and he doesn't huff and puff after the first round. Tony Ferguson, he's purposely training at high altitudes in Big Bear, California, and has gone those championship rounds against Rafael Dos Anjos. He's been drugged into a later round, but seems fresh every time he enters a new round. 2 cardio machines. Stamina 5 even. Again, lightweight elimination bout. April 7, 2018. Barclays Center, Brooklyn, New York. UFC 223. Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov versus Tony El Cucuy Ferguson. The winner possibly hits that Conor McGregor jackpot.